2022 saw many race car innovations, particularly the Austrian juggernaut Red Bull brought their A-game in the modelling of their cars, especially with their side pods which were based on the newly inducted aerodynamic designs. The RB18 saw Red Bull finish on top of the constructors' table alongside their wunderkind Verstappen, who finished first on the racing table. Ironically, Mercedes' W13 was an epic failure. Already being banned from the 2023 season because of their untraditional wing plates, hefty comments have been made by the team about their coming W14. They hope to avoid the frequent problems they faced in the 2022 season, which can be attributed to their zero sidepod cars. Christian Horner took this chance to throw little shades at other constructors, claiming that they will want to copy their car's design because of its success charm, and well, Mercedes felt this was towards them and gave back their reply. Welcome to our channel. Today we'll be looking at the small controversy between Mercedes and Red Bull for claims of copyworks. I know, right? It seems petty. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe to join our family. For now, let's get into it. Christian Horner has made his conceptions clear of expecting most of the racing teams to copy theirs and Ferrari's sidepods designs in the new season. He claims he will see many cars like their RB18 because of its success. It's tough because it's a handicap, but I think that what you'll see in 23 is that the cars do converge, and I'm sure there's a few more cars that will look a little bit more like a Red Bull or Ferrari, Horner told Channel 4. The RB18 saw both the teams and its races finish off the season with flying colours. The team beat their rivals, Mercedes, on the constructor stands, and the drivers, Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez, finished first and third, respectively. Red Bull's 2022 car was also able to eradicate porpoising earlier than other vehicles, which is considered a major win because of the series of porpoising problems faced the year before. This perfect machine attracted the approval of Andrew Schauffele, who is the trackside engineer of the German Giants. He claimed that the Red Bull cars were no doubt the best concept of the season. You'd always say that the fastest car is the one that's got the best concept, so, today that's going to be Red Bull. Where that goes into next year, it's difficult to say. This is what the Mercedes trackside engineering director had to say at the press conference for the Italian Grand Prix. So when Horner's talks on expected copyworks came around, it triggered Schauffele, who then made it clear that they don't have any plans of adopting sidepods, talk less of copying the RB18 car model. For their coming W14, the predecessor of the W13, they claim to still be exploring different concepts to up their game 100%. They hope to take back the constructor title from Red Bull in the coming season. In this note, the team principal Toto Wolff has admitted that the F1 is not ready for what is to come, as the W14 will be full of surprises. It's full of surprises, revealed Wolff. The last time I saw it, I thought, oh, this looks the same as the W13, but here's hoping it's not the same. I'm pretty much like you. I go into the wind tunnel and it looks like this year's car, but they say to me it's very different underneath. It's about the airflow, it's about the weight distribution, it's about the aero map. Our car fundamentally changed mid-year. We changed the concept, but we couldn't see anything on the bodywork. In a nutshell, Toto and Mercedes have come out clean to say they are not oppressed by the waves the sidepod cars are making and will continue with their generic W13 car design for the new season, but with unexpected upgrades, no one will see what's coming. Whoa, that was exhausting to say at once. The 2022 Mercedes car was a menace to the car engineers and the whole team in general. Earlier last season, Mercedes battled with serious problems involving porpoising. Several corrections made to get the car stable continue to remain futile, as the W13 was very inconsistent. Technical director Mike Elliott said that issues were a result of mistakes they faced the previous year. We instantly knew that we had got a problem that we needed to deal with, said Elliott talking to the F1 Beyond the Grid podcast. We created a fundamental problem early on in the designs that we needed to undo. I could point back to one moment in time last year where we did something that I think we made a mistake. What you're seeing in terms of performance on the tracks and the way it swings from race to race is a consequence of that. It's something that we've been correcting, which is where our performances have gradually got better. It's not something we can fully correct for a little while yet. We will do it over the winter. I can't tell you in the technical details as it's not something that we want to give away, but I can tell you these cars are complicated. Elliott didn't make the mistake known to the public particularly, but it's obvious that it is related to the no sidepod operators and the car's floor layout. Horner's statements on expecting RB18 replicas in the new season weren't just channeled towards Mercedes. Some constructors are also guilty of the act, particularly Ferrari and Aston Martin. After Mattia Binotto resigned from the position of Ferrari's team principal, the proposed plans of copying Red Bull's car model went out the door with him. He left Ferrari because of frequent errors during his tenure. When he was in office, like every other team principal, he looked to copy Red Bull's design, but in his final speech he announced that it would not happen again, as the F175 is a great development base for the constructors. Aston Martin's new technical director, Dan Fallows, who is a successful aerodynamicist, has warned his team against adopting exactly what other constructors make to be able to compete against them. Being from a very successful team, he stated that to be on top, you have to forge your own path to greatness. The important thing for us is to make sure that we don't just replicate what our competitors are doing, Fallows told select media, including GP fans. We don't believe that's going to help us overtake the like of Mercedes, Red Bull, Ferrari, so we have to develop our way of doing things, and that does take time. We're a hugely ambitious group of people, and one of the things about seeing the new factory come together is it demonstrates this momentum and wish to accelerate the process of moving up the grid and starting to get into a winning situation. That's what's really going to help us get there, this passion, this motivation, and this belief that we will get there eventually. Although the innovations by the Austrians gave them a successful 2022 with 17 wins and top spots everywhere, one can still ask, are other constructors shunning the adoption of the models for dignity upholding, or are they just scared the RB18 might go wrong in the days to come? That's the end of today's video. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the bell below to get notified when we make videos like this. See you next time!